Buddy. Hi, it's me, it's KillerChair. I hope today's run is going a lot more normally than yesterday's run. Don't worry about it. With me, I've got TimeLink.
Hello. I'm here to say stuff. I know I've played a lot of Mega Man. Not this one, actually, but I'm here to say stuff still.
You're also here to see that we have Mega Man himself and good friend Base with us. They're over there. And yeah, mysterious giant thing. Oh my god, new villain, crazy. I wonder if it's Wily after all. Probably not, right?
Never.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much ready to go. So let's. Oh wait, that goes right away. Hold on. I'll take it back to the menu. You didn't see anything yet. Hold on.
Spoilers.
Hold on. Spoilers for 2 seconds from now. All right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Go. So, Mega Man Rock and Roll. It's a fan game. It's great. It's got all of the things you're used to for like Mega Man jumping, shooting, sliding, and yeah, probably nothing crazy else. Oh my god, look at all these things that are happening in the background. Oh, hello.
This is a very modern Mega Man fan game. This was released November 25th, 2019. I think it's closer to 5 years ago than 6 years ago, but it is one of the newer ones we have, and it was one of the ones that sparked a lot of interest.
And we can skip cutscenes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work put into this game. So one of the central features, as you'll see right here, is we're currently playing as Roll. That's, the role in Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll has 2 playable characters, Mega Man and Roll. They don't differ in many aspects. One that you'll see for pretty much the entire run, and you'll see right here, is Roll has a double jump. It's not a huge double jump, but it's still a lot of extra mobility, and that's what we'll be using Roll for most of the run. Like, we'll be using her for all of the 8 Robot Master stages. The trade-off is that Mega Man has a Charge Buster and Roll is not. She only has her little pellets that do 1 damage, but it's not much of a downside because for most of the run we're going to be using the Robot Master special weapons anyway.
So yeah, we just broke into a ship that Mega Man was captured into, and we just saved him again so we can play as Mega Man again.
Yeah, this is the intro stage. A lot of robots are being abducted. You saw at the very start of the stage, Fireman was abducted, Honey Woman was abducted, Skullman as well as Daggerman. There's some interesting picks in there, because Fireman and Skullman are just like, Robot Masters from Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 4. Honey Woman is a Robot Master from the Archie comics, was never in an official game. And Daggerman is another fan game Robot Master coming from Mega Man's Super Fighting Robot from Mr. Weird Guy. That's a fan game that's a couple years older. But it's very interesting to see him used here like this.
And that's the intro stage. And then we're going to go into the first of the 8 Robot Master stages, which is Dune Woman.
Yeah, this game has a lot more female Robot Masters than they have in the actual Classic series. Like, this game alone has like quadruple the amount that they have in Classic series in total. It's pretty cool. It's something that's a lot more common in fan games, thankfully. So, Dune Woman, the reason we do this stage first is because her special weapon, the Desert Storm, is going to be very, very useful. If you're familiar with Tundra Storm from Mega Man 11, it's kind of like that. It's going to be very powerful. It can clear away a lot of enemies instantly, and this is one of the stages that benefits a lot from Roll's double jump. The only downside, of course, being that we're going to have to fight Dune Woman with only pellets later, so it's going to be a little bit of a long fight, and it's not too easy. But yeah.
Hello. Damage boost there.
Very nice. Something else this game has plenty of is like references and little nods to like other Mega Man series. You saw the like barrel pushing enemies a little earlier. Those were a reference to like Virus from Mega Man Star Force 1. There's a lot of recurring enemies from the Classic series, of course, but there's also a lot of repurposed enemies from other series. Thankfully, this is not a fatal death. The checkpoint's right here. This game's generally pretty good about that. There's like, when you're going fast, there's a lot of nasty spots, especially here, because, as we all know, birds are jerks. And this section's pretty rough.
Goodbye, Sniper Joe.
He deserves it.
Like, who even stands there anyway? It's his own fault. That final screen before the boss fight. Taking it a little easy there because it's very easy to fall.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And it's a pretty rough fight. I'm going to have to be very quick to make any decisions I do. So we're going to see how that goes.
Yeah. So thankfully, Chair has a lot of health here, so we shouldn't be seeing a death. But this fight is not trivial to optimize either. Dune Woman has 2 attacks mainly. She has this attack where she summons a clone. If you hit the wrong one, it's gonna start firing bullets at you. So yeah, I like that. It was just that was just a demonstration, of course. If you hit the right one, you can get a couple hits in. Then she has her signature Desert Storm. You can optimize the damage there a little more by using Roll's double jump, but it goes at the cost of your safety because the Desert Storm pulls you in and does a lot of damage. So it's, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. She also has this very Anchor-like jump where it's kind of unpredictable when and how far exactly she'll jump. Like, she surprises you with it sometimes. It's technically a consistent attack, but she doesn't always do it.
Oh, no. Yeah. But just getting the rough spots out of the way early. This is one of the harder Robot Masters in the run.
Yeah. This is the only Robot Master in the run that we're going to have to take on using only the Mega Buster and with just 1 damage pellets. Later on, like, of course, as is Mega Man tradition, we're going to fight every Robot Master a second time. And later on, we're going to have her weakness, which, while a little janky, still helps a lot in making the fight a lot easier. Cool. So this is really, like, this is one of Roll's hardest stages just because she has, like, no loadout yet. We're going to get a lot of really useful things throughout the run, not just Robot Master weapons. We're going to get something else, too, that'll be very, very fun to play with.
Almost there, just a few more shots. There we go.
That's it.
Yeah, that is the roughest Robot Master. This is one more pretty hard one, but at least we have his weakness when we get around to him.
Yep.
Very cute pose at the end there as well. And this is one of those games where once you get the power up, the game likes to show you, hey, this is what you can do with it. This is how it works. So that when you get into the next stage, you immediately have the click of like, all right, tornado blows away things. Very nice, very good.
Yeah. As you saw, it also blows away like any shielded things instantly. We don't have to worry about hiding mets and similar. It's very, very nice. And it's got a lot of power, and it like starts moving forward a little.
So, Missile Man, scary stage. Not so much the boss himself. Missile Man is pretty much a pushover.
Yeah, but the stage itself is no joke. We have these spikes right here, and if you are wondering, they are instant kill. They are very much real spikes. And then the stage's main gimmick is these conveyor belts. And we're going to combine them later with crushers, which, much like in Mega Man 10, for instance, are instant death. And there's going to be a couple of rough cycles we'll have to hit. It starts right here. Depends on how well Chair is able to take out these mets right here. That basically determines whether you can take like the fast and instant cycles or not. Now, the Desert Storm, as you saw, is very good here. And something else that this game has that's like a very modern addition to like the actual mainline games is the weapon wheel, where by pressing a direction on the right stick, Chair can just select a weapon instantly in order to like go from any weapon to any weapon instantly. Basically, every weapon is assigned to a specific spot on the right stick. Desert Storm is assigned to, you know, pulling the right stick down, for instance. And it's a really, really handy feature. They only added this with the latest entry in the Classic series, which is 11. But it's really, really nice. A lot of fan games have been implementing it.
Very scary jump there.
Yeah, this section's pretty tough. Got these footholds, which are not as bad as the Mega Man 1, thankfully. But yeah, even though you have Roll's double jump, these sections are still very, very deadly.
Yeah, but you can quite easily tell how good this Roll is in terms of moving around.
Yeah.
Waited there because I wasn't quite confident on that jump. These crushers here can easily just, if you're just slightly off, it's over. This one being very mean as well. All right. Big jump. There we go. And so we get to Missile Man, or as I like to call him, Rocket Man, because music references.
So Missile Man himself is thankfully fairly trivial. We now have his weakness, which deals 4 damage a pop, and we can even do... we need him with the same Desert Storm twice fairly easily, because it has a lot of bind-up.
So that stage went a lot better than it went in practice every time.
Yep.
Yeah, that stage just can kill you just all over the place. If you're off by a little bit, miss a cycle, whatever, just...
It's a very, very deadly stage.
Yeah. I'm convinced that the creator of this game, that he was like, everybody's going to play my game. Has played the classic Mega Man games, so let's crank up the difficulty a bit. Because some of these stages are rough, especially the Wily stages.
Oh, yeah, towards the end, the game's going to start getting very rough. So now we have an unskippable little cutscene right here. This is not going to be of too much relevance for us, because this is the cutscene where... this is the cutscene where Mega Man gets Rush Coil, and we're not going to be playing as Mega Man that much. We're going to be playing Sim in the Wily stages, that part's 4, so we're going to be using it occasionally. But right now, it's of no relevance to us.
Yeah. Yeah, the Rush Coil we'll use a couple of times, and Rush Jet, which we'll get later, we'll use once, and it's not even for all that much.
Yeah.
So this is Tideman stage. They really want to make sure that you know it's deep underwater. And we're only getting just started with the stage with how deep underwater it is. So those fish have like lingering explosions, which you can run into.
Yep. Very, very cool little detail here is Desert Storm now has like an updated graphics since we're underwater, because it's, it's sand. Now it's like this marine blue, which is very cool. You've also been noticing probably these letters hidden throughout the stages. Like there's an R, there was an L, there was an O. You can probably piece together eventually what it's actually supposed to form. But those letters are optional and only required for the 100% category, which does a couple extra things. It collects the letters. There's a couple extra boss fights that it does, and then there's an extra difficult stage where you play as Proto Man. And when I say difficult, that is no understatement.
Yeah.
It is really rough, to speedrun especially.
Yeah, so, Proto Man takes double damage from everything.
Yeah, for today, we're going to keep it to any %. Very nice there. So now we're really deep underwater. What you're supposed to do here is shoot these flower-looking things, and then they... create like a little light beacon. We're going to be skipping that for the most part, and we're just going to be platforming, not seeing much, because Chair's a gamer and has memorized everything here.
I'm going to wait here, because this has killed me in practice runs a few too many times.
The screen is nasty because of these enemies that rise from the pit. There's a lot. Mega Man loves to do enemies like that too, and they're very nasty.
Luckily, Tideman is pretty easy. He likes fish. And he likes bubble.
Yeah, so the way every Mega Man game goes is there's a specific weakness cycle. Every Robot Master... Every Robot Master has a specific special weapon that they're weak to, and it creates like a nice seamless loop. In a casual play, it's, it's a little bit of a guessing game, but in a speedrun, we obviously know the exact weakness cycle, and so there's a couple of Mega Man runs where you actually don't follow the weakness cycle for various reasons, but this is one of them where it's more beneficial to do so, so we're just going to be, following that to the fullest, and we're going to have, like, the weapon we get from any stage is going to be the weakness of the next Robot Master we go into. So we got Shield Bubble from Tideman, which is a very, very useful weapon.
It's very good.
Going to be one of the most commonly used ones throughout the entire run. It creates a little bubble shield, and it takes a large number of hits to it can absorb a large number of projectiles or like direct enemy contact before it bursts. Very handy.
Yeah, so this stage is a lot of weapon swapping and a lot of bubble usage in the later area. Other than that, if the host has anything they want to say, feel free.
Oh, gladly. Because do you know what would really roll me over, guys? Some more donations. I would absolutely love some more if we could get some more donations incoming, because we are currently sitting here at around 3,718 euros for Mind. Maybe we could get to those very nice 4,000 euros by the end of today, or by the end, or even by the end of this Mega Man vlog.
I believe.
Wouldn't that be nice? Because all of your donations go towards Mind. And if you didn't know what Mind is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues. Mind strives to provide support to individuals and families facing mental health challenges. And all of your donations will go to Mind. If that isn't a great cause to donate to, I don't know what is. So keep your donations coming. With that, back to you guys.
Getting a health pickup startled the shit out of me. Getting mid-air pickups and getting slowed down can really kill your jumps.
Oh yeah. This is unfortunate. That's another thing that more modern Mega Man games have started implementing a lot of fan games, but that's one that...
Okay, that's awkward.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that this one doesn't have.
Drake Man is usually not that much of a problem, but he's sure as being one today. So let's see if I can buster him now, because that's not something that I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
If not, we're just going to have to do a salty run back. I might go overestimate a little. That is what it is.
All right. We also, something we looked into beforehand for this game is if the Robot Masters or like other Fortress bosses have like soft weaknesses. That's something that Mega Man games commonly like to do, where a boss takes like Drake Man takes 4 damage from Shield Bubble, but you know, in a lot of Mega Man games there's like a weakness that like slightly thematically still makes sense, such as, I don't know, I guess Desert Storm maybe. That would do like 2 damage, but this game really doesn't have many of those.
Yeah.
There's one weapon later on, if you fully charge it up, then it usually acts as a soft weakness, and there's a pretty gimmicky one, but that's really not applicable much, so yeah. If you run out of ammo, there is, you can, so this game has weapon tanks or W tanks, and those do refill all of your weapons ammo, but this game has a fairly like carrying limit on both E-tanks, which refill your health, and W tanks. You can carry 3 E-tanks at a time, and you can only carry 1 W tank at a time, which is a decision I'm not sure I really get behind, but that's how it is. And so we haven't picked up any W tank yet. We're going to pick up one later, because it's going to be very essential for ammo management in the Wily stages. Oh, I mean, what? Wily? Huh? What?
Oh, Wily? What?
Who? What?
Who's
what?
Wily?
Huh? Sorry, I don't know. Huh?
Yeah, we'll find out later, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, for now, there's not much we can do about running out of ammo like that. And like, in most Mega Man games, you'd be able to recover somewhat because Mega Man has the charge shot, which deals 3 damage to any Robot Master usually. But, you know, that's the one thing that Roll doesn't have.
Just gonna play it safer, pick up the extra.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, normally Drake Man is like one of the easiest boss fights in the game because you're just literally popping bubbles over his face over and over, and he just kind of dies. But I guess I kind of mispressed a few times, like so. He's also, what I like to see is if he sticks to one wall and stays there, because that can happen.
Yeah,
but he was jumpy today. It is what it is.
There's a little bit of RNG there. It happens.
So now we're gonna get one of the funniest shooting animations in this weapon.
This weapon is great.
Mm-hmm. Blah. 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 Serious phase 2. And we got the best power-up in the game.
Oh, yeah. So KillerChair is here, working together with her father, Dr. Cossack, to modify Beat a little. Beat the Bird, known from Mega Man 5 and 6 mainly. Also made a couple other appearances, but this one's completely different from all of those. This is Beat Lift, and this one doesn't save you from a pit, nor does it attack enemies. This is something where, you know, you can press its dedicated button, and it like launches you up in the air a little. And if you thought jumping was good, if you thought double jumping was good, how about jumping and then double jumping and then getting a large boost and then jumping out of that and then double jumping out of that? How does that sound? It's every bit as broken as it sounds, and we're going to be using it a lot.
Yep.
It's like the equivalent of, we heard you like jumping, so we put a jump in your jump so you can jump while you jump.
And we're going to be skipping a lot of random things like over here. I don't want to deal with anything down there. This over here, a couple enemies? No, I don't want to. Just don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a mid-boss sort of thing. What if we just... All right, that's much better.
See ya. Yeah, the great thing about Beatlift is that this game also has dedicated buttons for the utilities, like Mega Man 11. For Mega Man, it has a dedicated button for Rush. You tap it once to get Rush Coil, you tap it twice to get Rush Jet, if you have it unlocked. And that same button becomes the Beatlift button for Roll, so it's super easy to use, and it doesn't even require usage of the weapon wheel to like swap to it beforehand.
There we go.
Yeah, another property of Shield Bubble that we haven't mentioned yet is that it does float on water. And we're going to be using that in a lot of sections to like make some things a little faster or just skip certain sections altogether. It's a very nice, handy function.
It's also my favorite song in the game. It's just nice and happy.
Yeah, the soundtrack for this game was also like completely custom made. It's very good. This game in general, like Mega Man fan games are free to play. There's a lot of them out there. There's the old classics, Unlimited. There's Rock Force, Super Fighting Robot. But there's various types of fan games. There's like a whole level design contests. More traditional ones. There's like, there's a lot of ROM hacks of the existing games if you want more of a challenge. There's a great wide world out there, and I really recommend you explore it if you're interested.
Don't do that move. It's the one move I don't want to see her do. There we go. It's
nice.
And what else is fine is the lovely donation that we have received.
Yes, indeed. I have 20 euros from the man sitting right next to me. 20 euros from the only Joey. On a scale of Mega Man 1 to Mega Man 11, KillerChair running Mega Man is always an 11. Let's go, Mega Man block.
Hell yeah. We love our Mega Man blog.
Mega Man hype!
Stay tuned. Up next for his Mega Man 4 run.
Yeah, and
That's me.
I have a small confession to make, actually.
Oh my god.
I have never played a Mega Man game.
Crazy.
No.
Well, I hope to win you over with these runs then.
Yeah, we need to change that.
Yeah.
All right, coming up is a really difficult stage.
Yeah.
This is Reactor Man. If you hadn't had enough instant death with pits and spikes abound, as is a staple in Mega Man, this stage introduces the equivalent of the Quickman lasers from Mega Man 2. It's these right here.
But they're moving.
They are instant death and they are moving, and their hitboxes are as precise as they look. So this stage, we're gonna play fairly carefully. This is not one you want to have to do twice. Or any amount of times over one, really. There's a gimmick here as well. You can turn select ones off with these buttons. And there's some puzzles involving that later. Little mid-boss right here. Very nicely taken care of using the Fire Breath.
Yeah, Fire Breath does a lot of damage. It can one-shot a fair amount of enemies as well.
Yeah. It's got a really nice spread, too. Like, every weapon kind of has a side effect, and the Fire Breath splits into, like, 4x shots. And they all do as much damage as the initial one. Now we have these disco balls right here, and as you can see, when they're hit by these lasers, they just go crazy. So we want to avoid interacting with them and getting too close. Just gonna skip that one using Beat Lift. Gonna go for here using Shield Bubble, being very careful not to jump too high.
Yeah, ice physics and death lasers on both ends.
Yeah.
I love this game, but man, what were you thinking with this? Ooh, that laser can actually be tight if you don't hold forward enough.
Yeah. And like usually in stages like these, once you learn the strats, it's like it becomes more dangerous the more you hesitate as well. A lot of people have told me like, I could never play Mega Man. I could never run Mega Man. It's so difficult, but I think it's really just a matter of memorization, like knowing what weapon to have equipped and how to use it, knowing all the room layouts, where all the enemies are, and how to best take care of them. Like, obviously, these games are really, really rough for a casual play. But I think the speedrun actually simplifies a lot of things. Like, so many things that you run into trouble with in a casual playthrough can be completely trivialized in a speedrun and are like absolutely not difficult. And I like, if you've been on the fence about it, I would definitely recommend trying some Mega Man speedruns because I've been having a lot of fun with them. I've done nearly all of them at this point. Yeah. This is Reactor Man. So this Snow Roller is an interesting weapon because we can charge in. There are several stages of charge. There's completely uncharged, of course, which only does 1 damage. And then there's like a half charge, which does 2 damage and gives the boss really little iframes. Very nice.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to ideally use. What you also saw KillerChair use is fully charged shots, which also freeze Reactor Man entirely and make him like loop a pattern. So it's very easy to control him, but it does give him the most iframes, so it's technically not optimal.
So it's a safer option if you need to, and sometimes I hold the button just too early to charge the balls up, and I'm like, might as well throw the full charge out. Safer anyway. So now we get the laser, and this mechanic we'll never use.
Yeah, this is something that's exclusive to the 100% category.
Yeah.
We're never going to use that function. And this is our Rush Jet cutscene. The way that these work is, you know, after 2 stages you get Rush Coil, after 4 stages you get Beat Lift, and after 6 stages you get Rush Jet. So now we have that for Mega Man. Not that it matters for the time being.
And now there's hold on. There's supposed to be a robot master there. Oh god! She's a spooky ghost.
I wasn't ready.
Me neither. Every time.
Alright, so Ghost 1 state, we're going to be doing something interesting because the game has... The game has a couple of secret optional boss fights for us, and we haven't taken any of them so far. But we're going to take our first one here, and it's not because it's, you know, like this is any percent. We don't technically need to do this or anything. But it does actually turn out that just taking the straight path here is faster than going around the top. And so we're going to be fighting Skullman, which is a preview to the next run.
Oh my god.
No way.
I'm softening him up for you.
Yeah. I can't believe the developer predicted the schedule of BSG Plus 6 years in advance. It's really incredible.
So nicely, they're also putting a low health pickup right after that fight. Because they're like, you just did a boss fight, there you go.
Yeah. So there's going to be a little section later in the Wily stages where like Skullman's like, hey, what's up? Here's a little extra path with some goodies. Unfortunately, we will not be taking him up on this offer because that's slow and not really needed.
And who needs to do disappearing block puzzles when you can just...
Yep.
Beat's overpowered.
This is where Beat Lift really shines. Again, I'll repeat, you jump, double jump, Beat Lift, jump, and double jump. It's so much height gain, and like, you can cross so much distance as well. Cool mini boss right here. Fire Breath makes very short work of it, though.
It gives you just enough time to reach that one block before it disappears again.
There's an L down there, but we don't take L's here.
We don't take L's. Except for the deaths I took, but don't. Those
we didn't talk
happen.
about those.
Yeah, you know, it's fine.
Those didn't happen.
Honestly, I'm gonna use this first. And then do that. And then do that, and do that. It's a little bit of weapon-like memorization of how much ammo do I have on things in the last little section there. Anyway, we hope that Ghost Woman just appears in the windows and does nothing else, because then she just dies instantly. You can also hold the button for free damage. And she does that. Good. That's what we want. Another one, please.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. That's the quick kill. The other thing she does is like she appears behind you as a shadow, like in the spot you're standing, and they have to move away and dodge a few really annoying attacks.
Yeah.
But if she's in the windows, easy.
We didn't even see her use her actual weapon that she gives us, because all of the weapons that we get are based on like actual attacks of the robot masters, of course. This is Soul Trap. Soul Trap is, it might appear weak at first. It's just like these tiny energy bullets, but it's a really, really handy weapon. It's got a lot of ammo. If you hit an enemy with it, then like that, they go into a little energy bubble and you can push it around into other enemies, and that's really strong. We're going to be using that a lot.
Another stage.
Yeah.
This stage is hard. There's a lot of weapon swapping, and I've recently been trying to find a more comfortable way of swapping my weapons around for this one.
Yeah, the thing with fan games like this, or just like the modern Mega Man games in general, we have like quick swap and the weapon wheel and such, is there's going to be it's going to be very execution heavy, because you can use any weapon you wish for any section you wish. In the old games, you're always limited. Like, you wanted to limit your weapon swaps as much as possible, because you needed to call up a menu every time you were doing some, you know, that meant you were not moving forward in the stage. But here, you can just do it on the fly. And so it becomes really, like, micromanagement intensive, like flicking the stick, the right stick for the weapon wheel to, like, 5 different weapons in the span of a screen. And, yeah, it's really not easy. If you're trying to do it as fast as possible.
Okay, got that worm this time. That's a really annoying one to get while he's falling. Another section is, yeah.
The section is rough. They knew what they were doing with it too, because there's a checkpoint right before this section. They, that was a nasty drop. They absolutely knew what they were cooking.
Yeah. So there's all these one-tile blocks, and like, if you want to go fast, you gotta slide off of all of them. Do I have an extra life? Okay, I do. Good. A little low on ammo, so that might be a little scary. We'll see. No. Nah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no, this game is really tough. We're just gonna get like flawless Wily stages, surely.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just getting everything out of the way before Wily.
Use that too early. This one, or not. Yeah, the weapon swapping in this stage is just a lot to deal with to get your brain around. Worth noting, I'm also not playing on my own controller, because my controller broke mid-practice run.
Yeah, it was quite the moment. We were going for a practice run. We were in Drake Man stage, and then like suddenly it just, well, it didn't give out as in it stopped working, but it like kept holding like a phantom left input all the time, and like suddenly we were just like walking against the wall forever, and we couldn't do anything about it. And then we tried another controller, and it didn't work either, somehow. It had a different problem. And then so we tried a third, and it finally worked. And, yeah, shout-outs to Double for lending us this controller.
Yeah. Double's a real one. All right, this section again. Surely this time. But yeah, optimally, you slide off of every single tile block, and anybody who knows Mega Man and sliding knows that single tile block slides are not something that everybody just kind of casually does.
Yep.
No, wait for that one.
Very nice.
All right, there we go. That stage is nerve-wracking, and it's specifically the ending part that is just a lot. All right, let's see if I can get the quick kill here. Should be good. Yep. And then, that is it.
Nice!
So there's just enough iframes to make that work, where with the initial shot deals damage, and then getting her own beetles into one of those balls and running into it. Just enough iframes for that.
Yeah.
It's quite rough.
That's like the gimmick with Soul Trap is, it doesn't do a lot of damage on its own, but capturing enemies and pushing them into other ones is what deals the main damage.
Yeah.
Now we get the best weapon in the whole game. That we're going to use exactly twice.
Yep. We're going to use it on the refight and on the final boss, and that's it. Because the weapon, you can see them flying randomly around. Yeah, they're as jank as you think.
They're pretty cute. They're trying their best, I'm sure, but
doing their best.
They're not very useful for us.
They're good against the Wily machine. All right, so now we're infiltrating the base again, the secret base again. Because we're going to shut this down. It's been capturing all these robots and making them do evil things. We've had enough. So we're doing a little Mega Man Gear Solid here. Shoutouts to Misa's Metal Gear Solid run earlier in the marathon.
Yeah.
And all the references we already made. There we go. All right, so that's roll in position with this creepy eye.
We're stuck.
And that's the icon you've been seeing above all the boss doors instead of a Wily emblem. Yep, this room is quite rough. Mega Man has a bit more difficulty with getting through places because he doesn't have that double jump that we love.
This is the first time we've been playing as Mega Man since the intro stage.
Yep.
The fortress stages do is that they have you alternate between your characters. In this stage, you play as both, and then it's like you have one stage as Mega Man, one stage as Roll, and then you know, back and forth.
There we go.
Thank you, Big Eye, for being a homie.
All right, and time to fight this thing. It is weak to the rockets.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
We also had a very funny thing here in practice where after Chair died to this boss once, upon a respawn, these blue blocks were not there. And we couldn't get them to appear in any way either. We couldn't change to the red blocks that Mega Man has or anything. The gimmick is that once you step on the switch, other color blocks start appearing, the other character becomes stuck, and you can switch between your characters. It's also nice because the characters don't share health or ammo. So Mega Man still has a full supply of blast miss, only starts from nearly full health. There we go.
There we go. And now it is on to dun 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 da 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 the Wily Fortress. Oh my god, it was Wily all along. It's a real Wily Fortress. You can tell by the pipe on the right.
It's true. I can hold on. I need a minute to process
I know.
this.
I understand. Nope, that was not. Okay, there we go. So, Wily 1. It is a reasonably tough stage, but mostly the fight at the end of this is quite a difficult one. Because it requires a very specific weakness, namely the ghost trap thing. And, yeah, you'll see. You'll start to see a theme the further we get into the stage.
Oh yeah.
The theme is already kind of on screen a little bit.
It's going to become way more obvious.
Yeah, just, you know, it's... If you had to guess, what would the theme be? You know?
Thinker.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Hold on. Maybe it'll come to us soon. Hey, Rush Coil. No. Let's see. What else? What have we been seeing a lot of this stage? Can't quite put my finger on it.
It's Death Spikes.
It's a helmet scratcher. Okay, gonna just see if I can get his extra health here. Might need it. You know what? I think the theme is gonna get real clear real soon.
Oh, it's the conveyor belt, isn't it?
Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
of course.
So I wonder what the boss is gonna look like if this is the stage theme, right? All right, Crusher segment, scary.
Worst gimmick still.
Yeah.
I despise Crushers because I have very bad memories of Mega Man 10 speedruns.
Bad memories of that Crusher.
Oh, no! How?
Yeah.
Bro!
Yeah, that Crusher specifically is the bane of my existence.
Mega Man got
me
like
a
his
lot.
little toe stub right there.
Yep. A little short on ammo now. That's potentially a problem.
It's going to be extra rough because this is the point of the game where they start not giving you free ammo refills anymore after a stage. Like after every Robot Master stage, you know, we were able to expend as much ammo as we wanted to in every stage, and we would just start the next one anew with full. But the Wily stages are like consecutive. That is to say,
that's not what I wanted.
Aww. That is to say, Mega Man and Roll still don't share ammo, so like for the very next stage we'll technically be fine, but then once we get to the next Mega Man stage, we might run into some problems.
Okay. There we are.
Alright.
So, welcome to the Claw. This is what we're fighting.
His weakness is Soul Trap, which I think, well, I can't speak for anyone because I have never done this, but I think this seems like a very fun fight. You basically, you can encase the little Mets, and you have various options of like shooting this up. You can do like a diagonal push, you can do like a straightforward push. The actual hitbox is like the Met face there, up there, above the claw. You can also, like, if you're on these boxes, then you can use just like the singular Soul Trap bubbles. And you can just like get like 2 pot shots. Nice. This guy's so good. He finishes all the fights before I can even explain them. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah, you can do like a little pot shot damage, but of course, as per usual, what does the main damage is like encasing the Mets in a bubble and shooting it at them.
All right. The next stage. The first screen is the hardest part of this stage. Doesn't mean the rest of the stage is easy, but this is tough. So I'm gonna try to not.
What are your lives looking like?
Good question. I will check after the screen. Oh, well, we're going to find out, I guess. If it's at...
So, yeah, if it's at 0, then...
1.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's at 0, then taking a tactical game over here is not a bad idea, because there's a decent chance that the boss will throw us for a loop still.
Okay, that screen's over with. That looks a lot better than I envisioned it going. Yeah, the rest of the stage is a little more chill. Let me just reset that screen real quick. There we go. Look at that guy. And beat is our best friend.
Yep.
We're going to see a lot of beat usage here. Right here.
So were you thinking of like putting a puzzle here? Well, I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's a bit of a shame. That's why there are dedicated categories for running these games using only the Mega Buster. Obviously, most commonly called Buster only. There's been a lot of heavy debates about the exact definition because a lot of Mega Man games actually do require you to use special weapons in some points to progress. However, this is one game that doesn't. You can beat this game entirely using only the Mega Buster, which is very cool. And I think it should pretty much be the standard. Like, you know, have special weapons like help and assist you, but have the game be beatable using only the base Buster. The actual official Mega Man games unfortunately do a very poor job at this. If I'm right, it took them until 10 to make a game that's like fully Busterable. I think 11 as well. I would expect it from a modern game, but yeah, it's a problem that the official games have a lot, and that fan games fix for the most part. It's very nice.
Yeah, guys, please. Okay.
Very
now
nice.
let's see if I can not screw this up again. In practice, I had a whoopsie a few times here.
This boss can be a little rough if it goes wrong, because you're using a special strategy to kill this. So we're gonna use Charge Laser on this boss to open up the top. Then if we go inside.
How's it going? Huh?
Oh, it's dead.
All right, well. Oh, ammo to spare. one dash. Yeah, it's very particular. You need to use exactly 1, maybe 1.5 ammo, and otherwise you can't get that quick kill anymore. Now the actual hardest stages in the game. These are rough. And this is where we're going to see Rush Jet. Right over here.
Hi,
yeah,
Rush Jet.
Whoa, yeah, okay, that's
Bye,
over.
Rush Jet.
We don't have any bubble ammo. That's...
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm going to use
maybe
more
Rush Jet. Yeah.
You know, yeah, there we go. Your time to shine, Rush. Let me just... it's fine. You know what? We're going to take a tactical game over.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be rough if I don't have my stuff.
This is especially going to be good on Mega Man because Mega Man doesn't...
Yeah.
Mega Man was missing a lot of ammo from the previous stages. So.
Had a few other problems in those stages, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Luckily, you just get reset right at the start of this stage. And now we shouldn't have any problems with the bubble ammo. So we just fall down. Jump over the worm, then pop the bubble. And then we have enough to just charge through here, shoot a laser at the box, damage boost down here.
Yeah, that's how useful the bubble is. It's just kind of essential for going really fast. Now we have a cool darkness gimmick right here.
Free health. I take that in this stage. No, that's fine. There we go. Now we're gonna come up at the hardest section in the game. Yeah, I was supposed to charge my buster there.
This section right here is very tricky. It's right before a checkpoint, and there's some very nasty pits here.
Yeah, just gotta take it nice and easy here.
That refill scared me.
Yeah, they always do. Okay.
Oh my goodness. The game's out for blood right now.
It really is. All right. And we're not even over yet. There's more to this stage. The boss fight as well is rough.
Yeah,
Like this
all
entire
of these
thing.
boss fights are pretty rough. They were not messing around for the Wily stages.
Yeah, no, the dev was like, you know what? It's time. You've practiced, right? Uh-oh. There we go. Had to improvise a little there. Yeah, there we go, through the gap.
Very nice.
I'm lower on health than I want to be. And I know there's an E-tank. I might just use the E-tank during the boss fight. If I arrive there without getting hit by that torpedo friends that we're gonna find in a minute.
Some of you may remember this section. It's a nod to a specific section in Mega Man 1. Yeah.
I've got 3 E-tanks.
That's plenty, yeah. Definitely use one here.
There we go.
It's a nod to a specific section of Mega Man 1. I'll give you a cookie if you can point out which.
All right, first boss fight.
Yep. You may also recognize this boss. He functions a little differently here. Rather than like repeatedly coming in, he just like his eye changes colors and forms and attacks. This boss's weakness is a combination of 2 attacks, namely the fully charged snow roller into blast missile, which just instantly kills the phase. It's a little finicky because you always have to menu the weapon wheel pretty quickly, and you still have to. Very nice. So fast. You still have to dodge him all the while, like while the snow roller is charging up, and then you have to avoid his little drones while you're getting your blast missile out. It's really not as easy as it might have looked.
All right, another stage, and I'm absolutely gonna not even try to talk during this one.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, as you can see right here, shenanigans are afoot.
Yeah. This stage is hard.
This stage, you may be able to get a sneak peek at the boss based on one of the gimmicks that they like to use here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Because every Mega Man game does have to have one of those. It's the law. They even continued that trend in the future series. So the gimmick right here is we have screen wrap, which I actually think is a super base gimmick. It's you go out one side of the screen, you exit, like you come back on the other. And then there's like one exit that actually gets you forward. You have these little devil cores, which you cannot permanently defeat. They will always respawn. You can temporarily deactivate them, but they will eventually pop up again. So it's better to just avoid them altogether most of the time.
Yeah, I'm taking some of these rooms fairly easy because they're just so much.
Yeah. Combining those two things, and then going fast on top of that is really not easy. Now you've got Yoku blocks on top of that. That's the name for the disappearing blocks that make the funny boop sound that you know of in every Mega Man game.
Yeah, this room, I've tried to go fast in it so many times, but it is just way too much to deal with.
Now we actually have to use them. Even Beat Lift cannot save us anymore. Well, it still helps a lot. But
yeah.
High Skull Man, bye Skull Man. I feel bad for the guy.
He's helping. Probably.
You go off, King.
No. This is a little tricky on the health.
Still have a little bit to go. But here we can see Soul Trap coming in handy. Taking care of these nasty appearing enemies as well. Definitely going to be picking up this one up right here. Final little gauntlet. So these screens are like all upside down. All the enemies are upside down. It's very funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're right there.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Unfortunate.
No, this stage is like getting through it deathless. I applaud anybody who manages it.
Yeah. It's fine. It gives us more time to jam out to the music.
Oh yeah, it is a good theme. It's also a stressful theme.
So yeah, you may be able to do some math in your head based on the gimmicks used in the stage, and you may be able to tell, what is the worst idea that Capcom could possibly come up with for a boss, combining two of the gimmicks used in the stage. You have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
It's the Yoku Devil.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. So this is Yoku Devil. He only takes 3 damage from Fire Breath as opposed to the standard 4, which is not very nice either. What is good here is you can Fire Breath the Yoku blocks, and they will do their diagonal spread shots, and the spread shots do as much damage as the main one. So you can do some pretty clever strategies. This fight also has screen wrap enabled naturally.
Oh. That's fine.
Oh no.
There we go.
There we go.
Getting that fight in one go is difficult.
Yep. Very nice.
The fights have been good. The stage is not so much. Anyway, we're on to the refights stage. It's an entire stage. I will briefly check my lives because I do not want to go in here with 0 extra lives.
Yeah. As you can see, we're going in with both Mega Man and Roll this time. The way that this is going to go down is that after every single refight, Mega Man and Roll will like switch places, and the next one will do the next fight. Before we get to the refights in the first place, though, we're going to fight against all of the robot masters that have been reprogrammed that we haven't fought yet. So here's Dagger Man from Super Fighting Robot, also with his original boss theme from there. He's weak to Soul Chop because it's the weapon that's most similar to his actual weakness, which was Wizard Man's Magic Missile. No enemies to capture here, so the bubble just does 4 damage on its own. It's always a cool thing when you have these old robot masters in new settings, and then you like think of their weaknesses, like what would make the most sense. For this game, I think they're all pretty fitting. Like Skullman being weak to blast missiles, perhaps a bit of a stretch, because his weakness in 4, as we will see, is Dust Crusher. But the other ones all make a good amount of sense. So that's where we would have fought Skullman, but
They replace him with a generic thematic enemy in the room.
Yep.
Alright, as we make our way through, I will tell the host, hey, I see a donation is coming.
Indeed, we have 2 donations in here. I have one 25-euro donation from Cheese saying, hello, that section was from Mega Man 1 Wily 3. I'm here to collect my cookie. Thank you. Amazing run so far. Good luck on the next one too.
Thank you, Cheese. Cheese is a community member of mine. I'll give you the cookie next time we talk. Thank you very much.
All right, and I have another 5 euros from Mies LWD here, saying, share hype? Shout out towards KC, amazing run and runners. Cheers.
Thanks, buddy. You should have been there during Misa's world record run earlier in the marathon. That was kind of wild. Rush, please. Be a good dog.
Rush is a little finicky on this legend in particular. You want to be able to jump off of something like that. It's not easy. Alright, so Fireman was weak to Polar Woman Snow Roller, much like the Ice Slasher in Mega Man 1. No big things there. Honey Woman, again, she was never actually fought, but she's basically the counterpart to Hornet Man from Mega Man 9, who was weak to the Magma Bazooka, so she gets to be weak to Fire Breath.
Oh, hello. There we go.
There's a cool thing going on there, because Honey Woman was originally the concept for Hornet Man, and the actual concept for, why am I blanking? For Splash Woman was going to be Ocean Man, so we A lot of people like to headcanon those two Robot Masters as trans, basically. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's 3 fights. We love them. We have them in basically every Mega Man game, even across many different series.
Come on. Come on.
Yes!
It's
Okay.
It's fine. I was low on bubble ammo. Surprise. All right, now we're going to see the Beatles in action.
Yeah, this fight can swing pretty heavily depending on how well they cooperate. Yesterday they cooperated pretty well. Come on, you can do it!
There we go. Perfect.
Very nice.
Okay, now Mega Man gets to use the W tank because he needs the ammo that we need for the fights. We just used a lot of fire breath on him, and we're going to use it again here. Hopefully I won't get hit too much in this fight, because I would like more health. There you go, good. Good pattern.
Very nice. This is a great pattern.
No. That's fine. Alright, so roll goes all the way here. There's a specific order that I do all these in. It lines up with the ammo usage and all that. That might be... should be good. Yeah.
Very nice.
Alright, laser on Ghost. Let's hope she does the same thing as in the first fight. Nope.
So yeah, here's the actual attack. You get to see her using Soul Trap, and against us, no less.
Yeah. Another one of those? Alright, jeez. That's rough.
Close. Alright.
Yeah. And that should be a reactor.
Yep. Same deal as before. We want to ideally use half charges, but we can balance with full charges as well. Freeze him for safety. Although Roll did enter at full health. Very nice.
That's good. Alright, 2 more Robot Masters to go. Mega Man gets Tide Man. No, big fish. Anchor. He's being a little annoying.
Nice.
There we go. Now, Mega Man will have to fight the extra fight at the end of this stage with not full health, so I might have to use an E-Tank here, we shall see.
Can we talk about how Missile Man just got ripped off in this stage?
Yeah.
Drake Man gets to have his lava, but this guy doesn't get to have his pitfalls.
Yep.
Poor guy. Now he's even less of a threat than he used to be.
Alright, and there's one more Robot Master we forgot to save, or robot, or... well, you know.
Brother!
It's him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proto Man, as in many of his appearances, has no weakness, so we have to buster him, and this is why we have Mega Man fight him as well. The charge shot is fairly useful here.
If you get a game over, the order of who has to fight him swaps around.
Yeah.
So that's also interesting.
We would prefer not to do that if possible.
Yeah. But that should be fine.
Very good.
Off to the final stage. Wily, we're coming for you. You're not getting away with it again. But probably will, because it's Mega Man.
Mega Man!
Let's be honest here. So yeah, Mega Man got taken away by Wily's little capturing drones. I don't know why he just built, why he doesn't just build a ton of those. Honestly. Oh, that's out again. So often that happens. I'm used to swapping to fire there. Alright, let's see. We're gonna charge this up. Select the laser. And this is the Wily machine, and it's got a very neat gimmick. Demonstrated right there to start the fight. You have to open his eye, go to the other character, and blast that eye. Nice, one go.
Very nice.
No, it is rougher with Mega Man because he doesn't have a double jump.
Yeah. Missed it ever so slightly.
Yep. Alright.
Very nice.
Part 2. We're gonna use beetles.
This face is very funny.
Pay attention to Wiley's little chamber. I think he might have an allergy.
It's getting a little cramped in there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Very nice.
And now the Wiley capsule. Time will be on final hit. And he's going to force us to alternate characters.
Yeah, every time he does one of those big screen flashes, the characters swap. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because shield bubble drains a lot of ammo. We get to use roll with a double jump. So once his HP hits 0, that's going to be right...
Yeah.
One more. Come on. Time!
Looks like I set a good estimate. Look at that. That's close. Yeah, that's Mega Man Rock and Roll. I'd like to watch a little bit of the ending cutscene because there's a couple of really cool little bits in there. But yeah, that's it for my runs of this marathon. I'll be around all week, even directly after this run. I'll be commentating for his run, and there's an interview in between that I'll be doing, and you'll see me throughout the entire week anyway. Let's see, anything else worth mentioning? I don't know, follow me on Twitch if you think I'm cool to hang out with or something. Yeah, so this cutscene at the end is very cool because you see all of the robot masters that we fought. They're no longer mind-controlled by Wiley's machines, and they're just doing what they like doing and what they were supposed to be doing, and hanging out with other robot masters. It's very cool. Shoutouts to the creator of the game. He made this in honor of his father who passed away a while ago. And it's just a lovely love letter to the whole Mega Man franchise. Certainly my favorite Mega Man fan game.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
If you're interested in Mega Man speedrunning, we have a Discord for pretty much every main series, like Classic, X, Zero, and so on and so forth. There's in the Classic Discord, you'll find a channel for fan games as well. It's not too active, but maybe you can be the one to change that. It's really not that hard to get into. Again, these games are rough on the surface level, but once you spend some time with them, I think they become a lot easier, and we would certainly love to have you. The Mega Man community has its own leaderboards on megamanrtaleaderboards.net. Be sure to use those in the absolute most cases when running Mega Man games. You'll find links to the Discord there as well. Lots of cool people. Yeah.
Let's watch this lovely little night man trying to sing to a fair lady. She gives him something and whoops. I guess that's it for me. Have a good BSG.
All right, thank you very much, KillerChair. As was already said, coming up next is a TimeLink running.
That's me.
Mega Man 4. But before that, we do have a small interview for Need for Speed Payback. That, however, marks the end of my hosting shift. I will be passing the hosting baton over to the amazing Mies. So keep watching, keep donating, and yeah. See you soon after a very short intermission.
There's nothing gratifying, takes nothing to realize your candle.